Hello friends, welcome to SQL Practical Question video series. Here is a slightly different question that I have received from one of the subscriber. First let me explain what is the question is about, then I will show you how to resolve this problem statement using SQL. So we are provided with a table which contains three columns: ID, date and a value. Though this is a date, it is not a proper date value which is stored in this column. Instead we are having just a month and a year here. And in the ID column, we are actually having two values for two sets, one for set A and another for set B. Okay. Now the expectation is we need to write a query and print the average of the value till that particular row. Let me reiterate and let me re-explain the expected output here. So here for the first row, the expected output is just 100. For the second row, the expected output is nothing but the average value of the first and second. That is, for the second row, that is for A, February 23, the output is nothing but we need to find the average of 100 plus 60. So it is nothing but 100 plus 60 by 2, 160 by 2. So the output is 180. Similarly, while calculating the value for the third row, we need to find the average value of first, second and third row. That is 100 plus 60 plus 40 divided by 3. Nothing but 67. Now the same thing we need to repeat for the set B. So within the set B, for the first row, it is nothing but 30 by 1, nothing but 30. For the next row, we need to compute like 30 plus 20 divided by 2. So this is how we need to write a query to get the expected output. Now I will show you the logic what I'm going to follow so that it is easy for you to follow while writing the SQL statement. We are just going to follow a simple 4-step process to achieve our expected output. The very first step is we are just going to convert this character date format into a proper date. The reason is we need to order based on the date, because if we just follow the order based on the character data here, we will get an incorrect output. So instead we are just going to convert this month and year into a proper date value. That is our first step. Second step is within each set, that is within set A and within set B, we need to find a simple row name in the order of date. That is why we are just converting this date into a proper date format. So in the order of date, within A and within B, we are just going to print a simple sequence number. For that, we can simply use the row underscore number analytical function. So what we will get is within set A, we will just print a sequence like 1, 2, 3. Similarly, within set B also, we can print a simple sequence like 1 and 2. This is our second step. Third step is we need to find the cumulative sum within each set. Cumulative sum of value. I have already covered the cumulative sum in some other videos. I'll just give the link in the description for your reference. So we need to just find the cumulative sum. So here what we are going to do within each set. For example, for set A, we are just going to find the cumulative sum. That is the first row is 100. Second row value is nothing but 100 plus 60. That is 100 plus 60. Similarly, third row value is nothing but 100 plus 60 plus 40. So this is how we will just compute the cumulative sum. Same thing goes for set B also. For set B also, we are just going to find the cumulative sum. In the first row of B, it is 30. In the second row of B, it is 30 plus 20, 50. The fourth step is very simple. We are just going to divide the whatever the value we got from step 3 and then by step 2. We just need to say 100 divided by 1 is 100. 160 divided by 2, nothing but 100 plus 60 divided by 2, 80. So 200 divided by 3, we will get 67. So the fourth step is very simple. We just need to divide the value what we got in the step 3 divided by whatever the value we got in the step 2. Now let us see how to write a SQL statement to achieve this functionality. Since I already created this table, let me just drop this table and then let me just recreate this table. So we are creating a table T with 3 columns, an ID, DT, which is actually storing the month and the year in a character format, and then value column in a number format. Table is created. Let me populate this value into this table. So data is populated. Let us query from the table. Select star from T. Right. So let us query the columns separately, ID, date, value. Right, let us start with the very first step. Let us convert the DT column into a proper date. For that we will use the toDate function, to_date of DT, comma, let us give the format. Whatever the value stored in the column is actually MONYY format. Let's convert it. Now we got a proper date value here. So this is a, let's say, date. Or let's don't use the keywords here. Instead use some other value. Let's say DT. Or let's say value_DT. Yeah. Now the next step, we need to find the sequence number within each ID column, that is within A and within B. For that we will use the row_number analytical function. Let's use row_number over partition by ID, order by. Actually for this order by class only, I told you that we need to convert this date into a proper date value. Now let us get the row name. Now we can see a simple sequence. The reason I told to convert into date is because we need to order in the date in the month. Suppose instead of this toDate, if we just order it by just a DT column, you can just see the, let me just put here, instead of toDate, if we just order by DT column, let's see the output. You can see here, see, by using the to_date format, it is ordering in like January, February, March, like 1, 2, 3, like that we are getting. But here you can see here, January is coming as a 2. The reason is, if you try to order by just a DT column, this order will be based on the character format instead of a date format. That is why I told that we need to convert the character into a date and then we need to use that for our ordering. Okay, let me now remove this thing. Now we just got the simple sequence like whatever we mentioned in the step 2. Right, let's say this is row name. Now we will find the cumulative sum. So let me copy the same thing. Instead of row name, let's take this is sum of value. So instead of row name, let us use sum analytical function, sum of value column. So we just got like 100, 160, 200, and for set B it is like 30 and 50. Fourth step is very simple and straightforward. We need to divide the cumulative sum divided by this row number, whatever we got. Okay, so let us say this is my total sum divided by the row name. Let me copy paste the same thing here. Let me divide. This is our result. Now you can see first row value is nothing but 100 divided by 1 is 100, 160 divided by 2 is 80, 200 divided by 3 is 66.66, 30 divided by 1 is 30, 50 divided by 2 is 25. Now instead of displaying the decimal number, let us just put a round function here so that 66.66 becomes 67 here. Now you can remove whatever the columns you don't want to display in the result set. I don't want to display the date and I don't want to display the row number and even the cumulative sum. So let me execute. Now we just got the expected result. So here is the query for your reference. So the key learning here is that the sum, basically this sum will give us the cumulative sum. And then the second thing is the row number part. The row number is basically to get a simple sequence number within each group. And the last step is actually we are just dividing the cumulative sum divided by the row number. If you want any questions to be answered, you can post it in the comment section or you can drop to this mail ID. But before that, you can check whether a similar question has already been posted as part of the interview question series or as part of the subscriber question series. If you are not able to find your question here, please write back to me. I'll be happy to record and post as a new video. If you have learned something new, please like this video. Subscribe and stay tuned for new feature video, interview question, SQL practical question and concept videos. And thanks a lot for watching this video.